Today we're going to look at how long your home canned goods will actually last. Everyone, it's Jenny from Homestead Corner, and today I wanted to take a look at home canned goods. A lot of new people are canning, and people are they're not sure how long is this food going to last. How long is it safe to eat? Things like that. I get a lot of questions about how long. And, is it going to be the same over a long period of time? So, like with your canned goods from the store, when you buy jars and new lids, your lids say that they are good for 18 months. So Ball has to put a date on it, and the canning companies, they have to put a date on it to, say that it's going to last this long. If they say that it's going to last 10 years, it doesn't last 10 years, then they have a problem. They're sure these lids are going to stay sealed for 18 months. And I can tell you, these lids are going to stay sealed a lot longer than that. I have never had an issue with Ball lids coming unsealed. As long as you're canning it properly, following the instructions, your lids are going to stay sealed. Even 6 years later, I think, five years later. This is from 2016. This was canned. I put my dates on there, the month and year, when it was canned, so I know which ones need to be eaten first. Because like with chicken, I can this numerous times a year, and I want to eat the older chicken first, so it's not sitting for too long. And we like to cycle through as much as we can. But if you look at, these are what we have in our pantry, items that I can for our family, and some of these the USDA says you can't can, and that's your choice. It's your kitchen. You do what you see fit, and that's what I do for my family. So like zucchini isn't in the Ball book. It is in some old books though, which is where I figured out how to can zucchini. So this is zucchini, and if you look at that, I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but this is turning kind of white. It's losing its color on the top. This is from 2016, and it's now 2021. So this is 5 years old, and you can see it's still got a good green color down here, but it's losing that color in the top. Is this safe to eat? Yes. As long as this lid is sealed, and I always pick mine up by the lid, just by the lid, try not to get the glass at all. And if it can hold this jar full of food, it has a nice good seal on it. You can always check your button in the middle, make sure it hasn't popped up. I don't put rings on because if it comes unsealed, I've had that happen with other lids, not Ball. But if it comes unsealed and you have the ring on, it can reseal and you might not know it. And then you've got bacteria brewing in here, and that's dangerous. So I was taught when I learned how to can, just remove your rings after they've set for 24 hours. And I store them like this. I don't use any rings in my pantry, and they are perfect. We don't have any issue with it. And if I had cabbage come unsealed before, and we knew it right away because the lid is popped up, it smelled funky, you could smell something was not right in the pantry. I was like, whoo, what's that? So, but over time, you want to use your canned goods and cycle through them because they're going to last in your pantry. These pinto beans, these still have beautiful color. They are really good, delicious, and these were canned in 2018. We don't eat a lot of pinto beans, and I way over canned, just like I way over canned with the zucchini, which is why we still have it from 2016. But your older canned goods, these are safe to eat if you over time, even in your store-bought goods, you can't see it because the can isn't see-through, but after 5 years, you're going to start to lose color and you're going to start to lose nutrition as well. But as long as it's sealed, it is safe to eat. And that goes across the board with all of your home canned goods. I have never, as long as it was sealed, I've never had anything go bad. If you have a lid pop and it comes open, then yes, once it gets air in there, it's done with. It's going to breed bacteria. It can make you sick. You don't want to eat it. But so like these are from August of 2020. It's our last jar of pickles from last year. I can't keep enough pickles in the house. I can as much as I can, and I also have to buy pickles. So, but this is the very last jar of the home canned pickles. So, but you can see they still have a beautiful color. They're nice and crispy inside. Within that year, 18 months, your food is still going to be packed with nutrition and it's going to have good color as long as you're storing in a cool, dark, dry place. Sunlight with any food storage is not good. You don't want sun directly hitting your food or anything like that. Or this fading can happen literally within weeks. If you've got sun pouring in the window on your canned goods, they're not gonna last. It's really gonna start degrading them right away, and they're gonna lose nutrition, lose flavor, lose color, and you know, you wanna keep them in the dark. But that is across the board with all canned goods. We have found that as long as it's sealed, it's still safe to eat. Although the longer it sits, these ones are older, definitely, and from like, these are all 2020 and newer, and these are 2019, 18, and 16. So these ones we want to get eaten up and cycle through them, and I like to eat them right up till they're gone before I make more, unless we're growing it in the garden. I don't grow chocolate sauce, and sometimes I get excited and I over can and they last for years. So that happens and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with this chocolate sauce. We opened a jar last week. It's delicious. It's still nice and chocolatey. It has the right consistency. It's, you know, sealed is good. Once that seal breaks, that's when the problems start. Your more acidic foods, I wouldn't let go quite so long, because like pineapple, I have had potatoes are another thing inside the lid. You've got that little white coating inside the lid, and I have had potatoes eat through that little coating and start to mess it up. So that's one of the things that we try not to sit too long. But they were still good. Nothing was wrong with the potatoes. We ate the potatoes. They're safe. And that is basically a good rule of thumb for your home canned items in your food storage and all of your food storage, really. If you keep rotating it, eating the old stuff first, it's not going to go bad. And you know, even your store-bought stuff can go well past the date that you think that it says it's going to last. A lot of it can still go way past that, except the acidic ones, you want to make sure you don't overdo it on those. Tomatoes, pineapples, things with high acid, things like that. And that is it for today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.